Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to unbox some book dates which I got from the ChapterOne online bookstores. If you guys do not know about ChapterOne Bookstore, there is a small business called the Big Book Box which is based in India, and they have this sister account which is called the ChapterOne online bookstore. It is an online platform to buy books, and they have like crazy deals going on all over the website all the time. There is this thing which they called blind book dates. There are some books wrapped by the brown paper, and there are some facts about the books written on top of it, and you don't know which book is inside. They have been doing this from a few years back, and I never get a chance to do or like to buy a blind book date for myself. This time I did, and I bought these three blind book dates from the ChapterOne bookstore. They gave me this pretty bookmark which is based upon Emily Henry's books, the drawings of books spine by Emily Henry. The books are Book Lovers, Beach Read, and People We Met on Vacation. Also, I got this little card, and it has some illustrations about how you're going to like chop that and how you're gonna use the knife while chopping it. Let's start the unboxing and see what's inside. Before going forward in the video, I like to request you guys that you just go through that subscribe button down there and click on it. I have like 3 blind books with me right now. Let's start with the smallest one. This is the very first book which we have. There are some clues or hints about the book. This apartment has a time pinch. What would you do if you fell in love with someone who lives 7 years behind you? Interesting, intricate, and very relatable. A rom-com for the lovers of unique books in the crowd of mundane. So I have no idea about which this book, like what this book is, but from the second point where you fell in love with someone who lives 7 years behind you, I think that it is something related with the past and future, maybe the time traveler's wife. Let's just see. Let's open it, guys. Okay, so we have our first book by Ashley Passed On, and it is The 7-Year Slip. So I have read about this book. I have seen this book in so many booktubers videos. 6 months ago, Clementine West had the worst day of her life. So she came up with a plan to keep her heart safe, stay busy, work hard, take no risks. And it's been working. That is until one day she finds a strange man standing in her kitchen, a man with kind eyes, a crooked smile, and a recipe for the perfect lemon meringue pie. The kind of man that before everything she could have fallen for. He's perfect, but for one thing, he lives in the past, 7 years ago to be exact. This should be impossible, but Clementine used to love impossible things, and maybe, just maybe, she will again. So that's the whole synopsis about the book right now, and it's a really pretty book. It has this pretty yellow and bluish cover. 4.36 star rating, which is a really high rating according to the book community. So I just got the first book from the blind date, a 4-star rating book. So let's hop on the another one. So the second book which I got, it has the hints like from one of the biggest names in YA segment comes a dystopian read that's also a retelling. A Greek story is retold with a little mythology meets a dystopian fashion. Okay, exceptional world building, great for the fans of Divergent series. Okay, I haven't read the Divergent series, but I like reading dystopian novels, and I also like the retellings, so I guess that might going to be a good book inside. It's a hardcover. Veronica Roth, Art Conspirator. Outside the last city on Earth, the planet is a wasteland without the archive where the genes of the dead are stored. Humanity will end. Antigone's parents, Oedipus and Jocasta. Okay, it is a Greek retelling kind of thing, and I just love those names. So Oedipus and Jocasta are dead. Passing into the archive should be cause for celebration, but with her militant uncle Creon rising to claim her father's vacant throne, all Antigone feels is rage. When he welcomes her and her siblings into his mansion, Antigone sees it for what it really is, a gilded cage where she is captive as well as a guest. But her uncle will soon learn that no cage is unbreakable, and neither is he. 3.43 rating book on Goodreads. As I wanted to read it by myself, and let's just find out, is it worth it? So it's time to hop on the final book, which is the biggest book among these three. It says highly anticipated release of August, a story about vampires, ghosts, and death. There's the godson of death in this one, folks. Interwoven stories with each page being really enjoyable. It has some things related to vampire, ghost, and masters of death. Forever is a gift and a curse. Oh, it's by Olivia Blake. It's See this book, it's so good and it's just so floppy. It's so light, and I just love this creamy pastel green color. The book is called Masters of Death, and it is written by Olivia Blake, who is also the author of the Atlas 6 novel. And I haven't read the book, but I know a lot about that book. I guess it's a trilogy, and only 2 books are out right now. So apparently this one is going to be my very first Olivia Blake book. This book is really, what did I just say? Wait. It has some pictures inside. There is a game that the immortals play. There is only one rule: don't lose. Viola Merrick is a struggling estate agent and vampire, but her biggest issue is that the house she's selling is haunted. The ghost haunting this mansion has been murdered, and until he solves the mystery behind his death, he refuses to move on. Fox de Mora is a medium. He is also a shameless fraud. He is not entirely useless, however, as he is also the godson of death. When Viola seeks out Fox to resolve her ghost infestation, Fox becomes embroiled in a quest that neither he nor Vi expects or wants. Luckily, they can enlist a crew of supernatural creatures, including a poltergeist, a demonic personal trainer, a sharp-voiced angel, and a love-stricken reaper. Soon, Vi and Fox discover that the difference between a mysterious lost love and an annoying dead body isn't nearly as distinct as they thought. Okay, so this book is a thriller mystery kind of thing. Also, it's a fantasy fiction. It has vampires and ghosts and everything going on. These are the 3 books which I got in my blind date packages. And get to know about this book, let me just search on Goodreads first. So, The Masters of Death is a 4.12 star rating book. I think it's a good rating. It has fantasy, romance, paranormal, vampires, LGBT, fiction, and so many things in it. I'm really looking forward to read all of them, and I really wish that you guys have enjoyed watching this. Also, there's one more book which I want to show you, and I was just waiting for this book from a very long time, and I just received it a couple of days ago. So this is the book, guys. This is the 4th wing, the book which is creating the whole craziness in the book community. Just look at the spine of this book. It's just so good. It has dragons printed on it, and I just love this book. I bought this book on Kindle earlier, and I started reading it on Kindle, and I guess I've already read like 60% of the book, but then I stopped myself because I wanted a physical one to get, and of course that one also in a hardcover. And when I got the chance to book one for myself, I just bought it blindly. I just bought it. It feels so good in my hand. One of the most beautiful books that I have in my collection, and I just love this book. I have read a lot of crazy books this year, and I just love every book, and it's just going to be like so much tough for me to choose which one is going to be the best for me. I have like read the Equator series. I'm on the last book right now. I have read the Folk of an Air series, which is also known as the Cruel Prince series, and trust me guys, the the whole series is like, it has just no competition. Okay, it has something different in it, and it's just so good. You just cannot stop remembering all the scenes and all the spiciness of the story, and of course the characters. I just love that book. Also, I read the Ballad of Never After, which is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, and I literally cried while reading that book. It was just so good. The second book was so good. That's all for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it, and if you like the content and the video, just click on the subscribe button. Do like my video, share it. Thank you guys for being there and watching my video, and I hope that you all have a good day ahead. So yups, bye bye.